You don't need to download a file called definitelynotavirus.exe to get hacked. One fake login page, one poisoned browser extension, or one attachment that looks like an invoice can be enough. That's malware. Software built to turn your device into someone else's tool. In the next few minutes, we're breaking down the major types, how they spread, and the few habits that shut down most attacks before they start. Malware is short for malicious software. It's not one thing. It's an entire category of programs designed to damage systems, steal information, spy on you, demand money, or give an attacker remote control. Think of your device as a building. Malware is any intruder who gets inside with a different objective. One steals documents, one locks every door, one watches through the cameras, and one quietly gives copies of the keys to someone outside. The important part? Malware is software. It has to execute somewhere. In an app, a document, a browser, a server, or even memory. First, the classic computer virus. A virus attaches itself to a legitimate file or program. When that host runs, the virus runs too, then tries to copy itself into more files. It's like glitter in a birthday card. Open it once, and suddenly it's everywhere you touch. Viruses often need human help to move, sharing an infected file, plugging in a USB drive, or running a cracked installer. The word virus is often used for every cyber threat, but technically, a virus needs a host and usually needs someone to activate it. A worm is more independent. Instead of hitching a ride on a file, it hunts for another vulnerable device across a network and sends itself there automatically. No click required. Imagine a leak in one apartment that finds every open pipe in the building. One unpatched machine can become hundreds in minutes. That speed is why worms can be so destructive. They consume network capacity, install extra payloads, and turn a small weakness into an organization-wide incident. Then there's the Trojan. The name comes from the Trojan horse, something that looks useful, harmless, or desirable but hides an attacker inside. A Trojan could be a fake game, a pirated plugin, a bogus security update, or an email attachment dressed up as a shipping notice. Unlike a worm, a Trojan doesn't necessarily replicate. Its job is deception. Once launched, it might steal data, install more malware, or open a back door so the attacker can return whenever they want. Ransomware is the most visible kind of damage. It encrypts your files, meaning it scrambles them, with a key you don't have, then demands payment for the key. Picture every document in your office sealed inside a safe overnight, with a note on every screen saying, "Pay up." Modern ransomware groups don't just lock files. They often steal copies first. That creates double extortion. Pay to restore access, and pay again to stop the data from being leaked. A ransomware attack is not just an IT problem. It can stop hospitals, factories, schools, and city services. Other malware wants something quieter. Spyware watches activity and collects data. A keylogger records what you type, passwords, messages, card numbers, like a tiny invisible camera aimed at your keyboard. Adware floods you with unwanted ads and may track browsing behavior. A rootkit tries to hide at a deep level of the operating system, making the attacker hard to detect and hard to remove. And fileless malware can live mostly in memory, using legitimate tools already on the machine. That's like a burglar using your own power tools instead of bringing a crowbar. Finally, bots. A bot is an infected device that receives commands from an operator. Combine thousands of them, and you get a botnet, a remote-controlled crowd of computers, phones, cameras, or routers. An attacker can use that crowd to send spam, mine, crypto, probe for vulnerabilities, or overwhelm a website with traffic in a denial-of-service attack. Your laptop might look normal while it is quietly doing someone else's work at 3 a.m. So how does malware get in? The number one answer is usually people. Phishing is a message designed to create urgency. Reset your password now. Your package is delayed. Your invoice is attached. Your CEO needs a gift card. The goal is to make you click before you think. A fake website can capture your password. A malicious attachment can launch code. A link can send you to a drive-by download or convince you to install a fake update. The technical trick changes. The emotional trick stays the same. Urgency, fear, curiosity, or authority. Malware also enters through software. An outdated app can contain a known vulnerability, basically an unlocked window with a public map showing where it is. Attackers scan the internet for those windows all day. They exploit unpatched operating systems, exposed remote desktop services, weak cloud credentials, and misconfigured servers. Supply chain attacks go one level deeper. Instead of targeting you directly, attackers compromise a vendor, a package, or an update that you already trust. One poisoned update can reach thousands of users. Then there are malicious downloads, browser extensions, fake mobile apps, infected USB drives, and compromised websites. Public Wi-Fi doesn't magically install malware by itself, but a hostile network can help an attacker intercept traffic, redirect you, or trick you into trusting a fake portal if your connection and device are poorly protected. The pattern is simple. Malware gets in wherever trust, software, or access is weaker than it should be. The good news? You do not need to become a full-time security analyst. Start with the boring defenses, because boring defenses work. Update your operating system, browser, apps, router, and plugins. Use a password manager so every account gets a unique password. Turn on multi-factor authentication, preferably an authenticator app or security key. Treat unexpected links and attachments like suspicious packages. Download software from official sources. Remove extensions you don't trust. Back up important files using the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies on 2 kinds of storage, with 1 copy offline or off-site, and run daily work without administrator rights when possible. That limits what malware can change if it gets past you. Here's the takeaway. Malware is not magic, and it isn't only a problem for giant companies. It is software exploiting trust, mistakes, and weak defenses. A virus piggybacks. A worm spreads itself. A Trojan lies. Ransomware locks. Spyware watches. Bots obey. Learn those patterns. Slow down before you click, and keep your systems updated and backed up. That turns you from an easy target into an expensive one, and attackers usually prefer easy. If this made malware feel less like movie hacker chaos and more like a problem you can actually manage, hit like, subscribe, and send it to the person who still uses the same password everywhere.